you can tell me we are in which chapter? Miss Subi, we are in which chapter? Chapter name? Brinda, we are in which chapter, ma? So here you can find directing. Okay. So what was the topic we are discussing so far? Anyone?
Communication.
No. Communication we are about to discuss today. What was the topic we were discussed so far?
Leadership.
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 Leadership. Huh? So actually all these topic it comes under which topic? Elements of directing, right? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
So elements of directing. What are the elements? Motivation, then supervision, leadership, communication. Yes? Yes or no? So the elements of directing is what? First one is motivation, then leadership, supervision, communication. So far we have discussed about leadership, types of leadership, motivation, theory of motivation, that is Maslow hierarchy need theory, and also we have discussed what supervision. Now we are about to discuss communication. So what is communication? So communication refers to process of exchange of ideas, views, fact, feeling between two or more people. Yes or no? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
humans will communicate, or even insects, birds, animals too will communicate. Can communicate.
Every
Huh?
organism will communicate.
So yes, even if you hit what wolf, okay, so it will communicate, and all the wolf will surround you. Okay, if you just kill one honeybee, okay, it will call. Okay, I think that in its that hook மாதிரி இருக்கு இல்லையா அது எங்க இருக்குது that is just like it will be acted as a two purpose. One is for what to bite others, and second thing is as a tower. அந்த ஹுக் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் அந்த என்ன ஆகும்னா அதர் ஹனி பீஸ் வில் ஃபாலோ ட்ராக் தட் பீ அண்ட் தே வில் ஐடென்டிஃபை if it is killed by any person, it will attack. Elephants to animals, everyone will communicate. So what is communication means? Exchange of ideas, views, facts, feeling, etc. Two or more persons to reach common understanding. Yes. Even if we don't know the language, even we can able to communicate with sign language, right? Yes. So that is communication is the main what tool. It will be helpful for us to what to communicate others. Being a manager, we must have a good communication skills. Okay, we will back to communication. So communication plays a key role in success of manager. The professional knowledge and intelligence possessed by a manager becomes material only when he is able to communicate effectively with his subordinates. Okay, and create understanding in them. Directing abilities of a manager mainly depend upon his communication skills. For example, any knowledgeable person. Okay, so more there are some people, they might be more knowledge, they have more skills, but while delivering it to others, they will not able to communicate properly, right? So for example, seminar, especially in seminar. So suppose a teacher asks you to do seminar. So what you will do, you will prepare and you will make it ready effectively, but in front of audience. So in front of, suppose if I ask you to stand in front of the classroom, how do you feel? எப்படி இருக்கும்? You feel some kind of nerves, and whatever you are trying to say, you can't able to deliver it to properly. So a lot of issues are there, right? So that is how managers can able to lead a group of people only with the help of communication. Okay. So communication ability, directing abilities of a manager mainly depend upon his communication skills. Therefore, organization emphasis on improving communication skills of a manager as well as employees. Okay, the way we are communicating. Okay, communication is the key element. Do you know there was a person who became president only by communication? Do you know who was he? There was a person. Okay, so his main he is little short. Okay, he's having little very small tiny mustache, but he was good at communication. Okay, only through his communication skill he conquered a big nation. Who was he? Anyone? Boys, girls, are you all there?
Don't know, sir.
Don't know. Okay. So he is none other than already we have discussed about that person, Adolf Hitler. Okay. So Hitler was a good communicator. He is a very good speaker. He was a very good speaker. Okay. So he spoke when he communicates, he will admire people with his communications. He can able to get people's attention with his communication. Okay. ஸோ யூஸ்வலி பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா இந்த கட்சியிலலாம் பேசுவாங்க தெரியுமா? அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேச்சாளராக இருந்தவர் தான் யாரு? ஹிட்லர். ஸோ வித் திஸ் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் slowly what he developed and finally he became a president. Can you able to see this person?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that is what communication is the main tool for any leader. For example, have you all seen our ex-CM Jayalalitha, how she spoke? Right? பார்த்திருக்கீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? But there is another person who imitated ex-CM Jayalalitha. Who was she? We know very well our ex-CM Jayalalitha ma'am. She spoke perfectly. So another the close friend of her imitated exactly as like Jayalalitha ma'am, but she couldn't achieve. She failed. Who is that person? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
யாரும் தெரியுமா? அவங்க ஃப்ரெண்டு
Yes,
சசிகலா
sir.
மேம் சசிகலா, ரைட்? அவங்க என்ன பண்ணாங்க? ஷீ காப்பிட் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி லைக் சிஎம் ஜெயலலிதா மேம். பட் ஆனால் ஷீ குடன்ட் ஏபிள் டு டெலிவர் த கம்யூனிகேஷன். ஓகே, ஷீ கான்ட் ஏபிள் டு கம்யூனிகேட் இட் ப்ராப்பர்லி. ஷீ கான்ட் ஏபிள் டு டெலிவர். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஷீ லாஸ்ட். Okay, later let us watch that video. So we later. So now we'll back to the topic. So communication. First one is elements of communication process. First one is sender. Who is sender? The person who's sending message, right? Yes or no? The person who convey these thoughts, message or ideas to the receiver. Sender represent the source of communication. Now, in our class, who is the sender? Who is the sender in our class?
You,
Huh?
sir.
Me, right? So I am also communicating with you, right? So whatever is there in my mind and my knowledge, I'm just sharing you through communication. Okay. So first process is sender. Sender is the person who conveys thoughts, beliefs, okay, anything, ideas. So second, what he is conveying? He is conveying a message. Now I am conveying what? I am teaching you, right? So message may be in anything. For example, ideas, or else feelings, or else suggestions. Okay. So even for example, or order. So I ask you to on your camera. That is an order. So you people on your camera and you have shown me your face. That's it. So communication is a order. It might be a feeling. It might be a suggestion. Okay. So first we need a sender, the person who is conveying message. Second thing is we need a message. So without message we can't communicate. Next one is encoding. So encoding is the process of converting message into communication symbols such as words, pictures, gestures, symbols, etc., which may be understood by the receiver, right? Yes or no? So what is pictures? What is encoding in the sense of we can able to communicate either with the help of symbol. For example, if you know the answer, அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? If you don't know the answer, what you will do? Guys, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
So if you don't know if you don't know something, your friend asking you one question, if you don't know what you will do, simply you will just that அப்படியே இது பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you all there with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose, okay. So you can ask, you can see me. So suppose if you, someone is asking me, so our question கேட்கறாங்க, what now, how I will react? That means what? I don't know. இல்லையா? அத புரிஞ்சுதா இல்லையா? That is called gesture. Okay, or pictures. Pictures, or else we just we are giving a thumbs up. Yeah, we will show our thumb finger. That is also what it is. All the best. So we will say all the best. So like we will give some pictures. That is what called as encoding. Got my point? First, we need a sender who is about to send a message. Second thing is we need a message. Message may be anything, order, suggestion, anything. Then encoding means any pictures. Got it? Are you all there with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is media. What is media? Now, what is our media? What medium I'm using? We are using telephone, right? Yes or no? So those days, right, the king during the king period, they used letter, right? They send the media. Actually media is the way where we can able to communicate. So here, those days they used dove, eagle, or water to carry the message from one place to another. Then there are, it may be in written form. Okay, written, right, letters or face to face. Okay, in classroom we used to talk face to face, right? And you over the telephone or mobile phone or even internet, nowadays we are communicating through email. So these are all the media. So what is the media? Either letter or face to face or telephone or in letter or email. This is what media we are using. Then decoding. What is encoding? Means the symbols, the postures, the gestures. Who will use? The sender will use. Okay, decoding means is the process of translating the encoding message into effective language which may be understood by the receiver. So suppose you ask me one question. Okay, encoding வந்து என்னது? I'm giving you a gesture. There. So what is the gesture? Suppose if I am saying you ask me one question. Okay, so I said just like this. So what you comes to know? என்ன understand பண்ணிட்டீங்க? Hmm? So what you comes to know? That means I don't know, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means encoding வந்து நான் வந்து என்ன I may be giving you any posture or gesture. Okay. So that you can look at me and you can able to come to a conclusion. Oh, this is the matter. Okay, this is what the message, right? So that is what decoding. Decoding means I might communicate with you any form of any symbol or gesture, but you can able to look at that gesture and you can able to identify and you can able to understand. That is what decoding. Then receiver, who is the receiver now? Who is the receiver? You people, right? So you all receiving, you all what receiving, what I'm conveying, you are receiving, and you can able to understand. You can store it in your mind, and you can act accordingly. Yes. Okay, fine. Is there any doubt, guys? The
No,
No,
sir.
last
sir.
one, next one is feedback. To complete the process of communication, feedback is required. Feedback includes all those actions to of receiver, which indicates that he received and understood message of sender. Okay, what is feedback? So for the company, actually the sender he conveyed a message. So whether he understood or not. Okay, now I am actually I'm teaching you. Through communication using telephone as a media, and also you might understood something. So what you understood? So what you understood from my what lecturing or teaching? That how can I understand only with the help of feedback? So I'll be asking you the feedback. You will say, "Sir, I'm you are, I couldn't able to follow you because because communication problem is there for me. So whatever you are communicating, I'm unable to follow you. The gesture what you have shown, I'm unable to follow you. Or else media, if I'm since a poor network, due to poor network, I couldn't able to hear you properly. These are all the feedbacks. So what is the why I need to collect the feedback? So that if there is any error, the sender will rectify in the next situation. Then noise is any obstruction or a hindrance which hampers the communication process. This hindrance may be caused to sender, message, or receiver. So what do you mean by noise? Anyone? So poor telephone connection என்ன ஆகும்? So இரைச்சலா இருக்குமா? The next one is inattentive receiver. Inattentive receiver means what? Suppose now you people are muted your mobile phone. Yeah, you muted your mic and you are listening me. Suppose if I ask you to unmute your mic, some people may talking, some in your family, some people will talk in outside, some people will shout, some vendors will come like a vegetable vendor, he will shout, kire, like that. So these are all inattentive receiver. Then fault decoding, attaching wrong meaning to message. Okay. Prejudicious, abstracting the poor understood of message, improper gesture and postures that make this distort the message. Okay, so noise in the sense that means the poor inappropriate communication, inappropriate slang, poor gestures. Okay, that makes some kind of disturbance. Yes, Ravi, can you please pass a second or pass